starting June all the way to September, I'm basically going to be uploading every single day. So keep an eye on that. Does not matter whether I'm outside, whether I'm at, it don't matter where I am. Point is, I'm going to be uploading every single day. And in July, the month of July, I'm going to be posting, because this video is not really going to be negative anyways. I really have nothing to say negative. And matter of fact, like half my videos are not even negative. They're just talking points. But it seems to me that there are a few people that I got DMs from that said, your videos are kind of negative. I don't understand how y'all think they're negative just because I critique something and because you don't believe in what I say, or you think that you like it and I don't like it. This pertains to wrestling. Like, if you like something and I don't like something, then you think it's bitching or complaining, or you think it's just being negative. I just want y'all to know that I gotta be as honest as possible, and I cannot just sit back and fucking go and try to have my own, or have the same opinions as other people. I gotta have my own opinions, okay? Just like y'all got your own opinions. Y'all gotta learn how to get your own opinions, right? Think independently, right? Never, ever go and try to, like, believe something just because other people do. Anyways, this video is a little different, though. And this is not a negative video either. But I just want to let y'all know that in July, there will be a no negative vibe in July, okay? So, with that said, let's get into this game 2 from yesterday, right? So, game 1, obviously, the Knicks come back down 22. And they come back to win, right? They come back to win. I believe it was 115 or 104. So they came back and won by double digits anyways, in OT. I'm seeing a lot of people say that the Knicks have no shot. And let me just say that you all said the same thing in the Hawks series. You all said the same thing last year, even though we didn't make it, right? Listen, the Knicks, like, are breaking records this year, right? You know, and it's crazy because for the first time, even more so than last year, because last year, I kind of felt like the Knicks weren't going to make it. I didn't think last year was the year. I didn't think so. This is the first year in my life, this is the first season, I should say, in my life, like, as far as basketball goes, being a Knicks fan, where I actually believe that we can truly actually win it all. And a lot of people aren't giving us a chance. So I want to dissect the two teams that, or the other three teams, right? Because obviously this series is not over yet. But with that said, I want to talk about the Cavs first, because people really slept on the Cavs this year. I understand they had 2 games. I believe they had 2 Game 7 series. I think. One against the Raptors and one against the Pistons. Now, they did beat a number 1 seed. No, let's not get that twisted. They did beat the Pistons. Now, I don't know how fraudulent the Pistons were, because they also had a Game 7 series against the Magic. So, with that said, I don't know how, fraudulent, quote-unquote, the Pistons were, but the Cavs are still a great team. And, they made it this far for a reason, right? Not even the Celtics made it past the first round. So, they lost to a 7th seed, right? They lost to the Sixers. I gotta give the Sixers, fuck the Sixers, but I gotta give them credit, They went on and they beat Boston the same way we did, right? So, I said all that to say this. The Cavs are a good team. I don't think they match well with us. I think if it was the Pistons, I think they match up with us better than the Cavs do. But 2 more wins. Bro, I don't even know how. I don't know how to feel. I'm not letting emotion get to me, right? I'm kind of just letting it play out. But 2 more wins, and they'll be in the finals for the first time in my life. Now, last year, they made the ECF for the first time since 2000. I was also not alive then. So the Knicks just seem to be getting better and better and better. And it's because of one guy. Because of one guy, bro. That one guy is Brunson. Jalen Brunson. Now, of course, you have other contributors, right? I do believe, right, that they're, like, you get a good combination, right? Mike Brown's a good coach. I know a lot of people gave him shit, but at the end of the day, bro, he plays his bench, right? There's a reason why Pacome Diaby, I forget how to pronounce bro's name, but like you get like Tyler Kolek and Landry Shamet. You get freaking Ariel. You get him playing. You get Ariel Hukporti playing. I think that's how you say his name. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, right? You get Deuces, a.k.a. Miles McBride, a.k.a. Dose. You get, well, this is why I like to call him Dose, right? But you get contribution to the whole entire bro. You get the whole bench playing, bro. They're balling out. OG balling. Josh Hart balling. Cat is just goated in every single way. I know you people like to say that Cat's like weird and all that, bro. Just stop. If he can ball, he can ball for real. Like if bro can go out there and he can play, I don't care how zesty he acts. I don't care, bro. I don't care. People make this an entire personality of him as if he's like this zesty. Nah, that guy tough. Like he plays tough. He plays physical. I mean, he don't get calls his way, but with that said, I think the Cavs are a great team, but saying all that, I don't think they match up well against us. And had it been the Pistons, I think the series would be tied. And I'm just being honest, right? I'm being honest with you. Now, I don't know. I feel like it would go to 7 games. I feel like the Knicks and the Pistons would go to 7. But with that said, and I think, whether it's the Pistons or Knicks, that could go either way. But I know it would go 7. But the Spurs and the Thunder, they're like, oh, whoever comes out of the East, they finna get belt from the freaking Western Conference winner. The Spurs, listen, I like Wembanyama. He's tough, right? But the Spurs ain't all that. The Knicks they won. I think they won the season series. They got at least 2. I think they won the season series. I think did they split? I don't know if they split or not. But the Knicks got at least 1 on them, right? I don't know if they got 2, but they got 1 on them. We match up well against the Spurs. I mean, Wembanyama, right? Like I said, he worries me. He does, but the rest of that team, they're good. They're like the Cavs. They're a little better than the Cavs, let's be for real. I mean, I'm not doubting that the Spurs and the Thunder are better than the Cavs, but to give the Cavs or Knicks no chance coming out of the East is just completely, that's diabolical, bro. And then you got the Thunder. Mr. SGA, Mr. Flop himself. I'm joking. I know SGA, people say, I don't hate SGA. The only thing I do hate is these bandwagon Thunder fans, bro. Because if you're a Thunder fan, and if you're a diehard Thunder fan, ignore this. If you're a new Thunder fan, since they, won the championship, won the title, you only became a fan after they won the title. Listen, a lot of Knicks, the younger Knicks fans, like us, we're not used to this success. Now people in the 80s, even people in the 80s didn't get to see the Knicks win a title. And they had some pretty good teams then, right? The 90s were okay too. They were pretty good, especially the late 90s. If I'm remembering my history correctly, I don't know without looking it up. But that's what I was told, right? Then the 2000s come around. They're not that good. They suck. They're the butt of all the jokes, and I'm used to it. I'm used to all the jokes with the Knicks. There's this one scene in Madagascar, bro. I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but basically, it's they joked about the Knicks losing again. And then that newer movie Soul, bro, come on, bro. Just look up the clips. I saw on Twitter, I saw freaking Family Guy memes of the Knicks. I'm used to it. This is the type of shit that I had to deal with, and I've had to deal with for pretty much my whole life. I hit a Knicks hat. I was embarrassed. I loved the team. Always did. Always will. But I never really got to, I never got into basketball that much because the Knicks were so bad. I rooted for them. I supported them. But by fucking January, bro, because y'all know how the basketball season goes. If you watch basketball, if you watch baseball, if your team sucks midway through the season, you don't want to watch the second half. You kind of just quit, right? You're still a fan, but you're what's the point in watching? Whereas in football, it's you always get a shot. You could be 0-5, and you might think the season's over, but, you win 6 in a row, you're right back in it, right? It's not like that with baseball or basketball. Although it takes a lot longer for you to, you can be bad for, a stretch and then still be able to recover, but the Knicks were never able to. Listen, being a Knicks fan since 2009, I was little, okay? And I didn't understand how bad the Knicks were until like the mid 2010s and the late 2010s, how awful they were. And they probably were worse. They were a lot worse, bro, when I was in middle school than when I was in elementary school. Like in 2009, I think I was in what? Like, I think I was in first, maybe second grade. I don't remember. But I remember them being so awful. I wanted to watch football and baseball because basketball was so bad. At least the Yankees were somewhat competitive, right? The Knicks were just completely awful. Like they are, I mean, they have 2 titles, but that's it. I didn't get into basketball like that only because we sucked. But when we were competent, like when we were like fighting for a wild card spot, or not wild card, but when we were fighting for like an 8 seed, I don't know. I'm just yapping at this point. But it's a yap sesh for the Knicks. I haven't done a video in 2 weeks. Just let me be. I'm a little, like I said, I'm trying to catch up on things. I also have another video coming as well. Promise y'all that. It'll probably come later tonight. I'll upload it tomorrow. I'll make it tonight, but I don't know. I'll probably upload it tomorrow. But yeah, I just had to get this out there because we're 2 wins away. Like Knicks fans, if you're watching this, we're 2 wins away. We're dose. We're 2 wins away, right? We're Miles McBride not days, but wins. I say days, whatever. Listen, 2 wins away, 2 dubs away, bro. And I'm telling you right now, like, and I'm telling you right now too, if the Knicks win somehow, this is the closest they'll ever be. This is probably the best team I've seen in my life. And if they go ahead and they put all the... and I like Mike Brown. I said... because I like Tom Thibodeau. Don't get me wrong, right? Tom Thibodeau was a good coach, but he never played his bench. And his bench never got to develop... like, our bench, like Tyler Kolek, and even like when Cam Payne was on the team too, like, he didn't really get much playing time either. So, like I said, this is the team, I feel like. I don't know. This is... for me, it's weird saying this. And and I was told to never, ever, ever, ever bet on the Knicks, like, in your life. Don't ever do it. Because if you do, you're going to be really disappointed and you're going to have your hopes up high, way higher than you ever will. And that's just something, bro, that, like, I just rather have no expectations. However, the Knicks had no expectations, and they've only rebuilt, and they've only gotten better. Like 2018, we missed the playoffs. 2019, I believe 2019 was better, but we were still awful, right? We were like, and then we had, like, because like having like R.J. Barrett and fucking like Julius Randle, right? Dante DiVincenzo was great. Hartenstein, like, those were great players. Don't get me wrong. And Melo is, of course, obviously a legend in New York as far as the Knicks go, but he never won anything. And Brunson, I think, if he gets to the finals, he surpasses Melo or Carmelo Anthony. When I say Melo, I should mean LiAngelo Ball or LaMelo Ball. Not LiAngelo Ball, my bad. Jello is the rapper, by the way. For all those of y'all that don't understand, he's a rapper. Apparently he's not the first basketball player rapper. I didn't even like, because again, I didn't know there was like 8 other basketball players in history that were rappers. I don't know. Maybe that's like a thing, right? Maybe it's like a thing back then. I know it's a thing now, but because like Dame is a rapper, right? But whatever. Anyways, point is, I wanted to make this video real quick because as it stands right now, we are 2 wins away, 2 dubs. That's all it is. And then listen, if I come back and the Knicks lose this series, I probably will never make a Knicks video again until next season. So actually, I probably will never make a Knicks vid again until next year because I would never. This is the type of thing that, like, this would be worse than the Pacers, because at least with the Pacers series last year, like, we weren't leading that series. We didn't lead the series one time. So at least it was like, okay, we weren't winning the series anyways. This, we have a perfect opportunity. If we lose this will obviously be just like really, really awful. So again, I am going to pray. Like I said, because this is the closest they've ever been. Y'all got to understand this shit, bro. Like, this is dead ass the closest that they've ever been. in like 30 years. So like Knicks fans are already like, let's just stop, okay? Stop talking about who we're gonna face in the finals. Let's just get through this series. Because I know Knicks fans are like really, like they really hype. They listen, we really hype for real. But can we just stop? Can we just hit the pause button, bro? And let's just stop, okay? With that said, I'm out. I'll be uploading a video tomorrow for sure. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is, but with that said, I'm out.